Hey guys, it's been a little while, but I just want to update you guys real quick that I do have an Uldir Elemental Shaman guide in the making right now. It'll probably be ready sometime in the middle to late next week, maybe like Thursday or Friday, but I do need to do Heroic Clear one time in order to get the footage I need to finish the video. So this video is basically going to be like a little preview of that video in which I just tell you the talents I would recommend so you can know for the first week instead of having to wait until after the first week, just because I feel like that would be a little more beneficial for this first week for you guys. So since a lot of you guys probably haven't really done raid testing or haven't been watching streams of raid testing, whereas I have done every single raid testing with my new guild, so I have a lot more experience this time around. But anyways, that's what this video is, a mostly unedited video of basically just me telling you guys what my suggestions for talents are, and later this week I will give out the full video of actual gameplay suggestions and timings and everything. Much more detailed video there. We're just going to go in order of what is on the page here. The first thing first, you got Talaq. On this fight, I would recommend a build like this. Mostly a single target build, but with static charge, because there are some adds on the fight. You can also use like Spirit Wolf. You don't want to die. Stuns aren't really that important. Then we got Mother, which it does kind of depend on if you're doing ads or boss. Most likely as an LE Shaman, you will be doing the ads primarily, so a build something like this could work. Or, well, probably not static charge. Actually, maybe static charge. I don't know. Something like this with Stormkeeper and Liquid Magma Totem, because it lines up pretty well with the ads. If you're doing the boss, you just go with a normal single target build. For Fetid Devourer, I would just go with a normal single target build here as well. Probably Spirit Wolf instead of static charge, because there's nothing to stun. Or Earth Shield if you're taking damage. Spirit Wolf's probably better because of the movement speed, though. You got Zekfaz. This fight has a couple different builds you can run. I would definitely use Stormkeeper. And then everything else is basically just between Liquid Magma Totem and Storm Elemental, depending on the lining, the cooldowns, depending how they line up with the ads. For the first week, I would probably go Liquid Magma Totem. It's a lot more forgiving with the timing. You don't have to do anything special. So this is the build I would run for the Zekfaz. Vectis is just another single target build fight. You just go with this again. Nothing really special here. Zil Reborn. I believe I would run something like this. Another AoE fight. Of course, you can use like different utility talents in all these fights. This is basically just looking at damage. Well, this fight would be something like this. It's mostly an AoE fight, so AoE talents would definitely do the charm here. Mythrax. You can kind of choose between Stormkeeper and Ascendance, depending on if you want to do more AoE during the intermission, or if you want to do more boss damage. I would probably recommend more boss damage for progression, but if you're just trying to get a parse or something, the AoEs might be a little better, who knows. Depends just how good Stormkeeper actually is. We'll see how it pans out, but I would probably recommend doing Ascendance for the first week, as you're probably going to want to run the best build for actual progression on the first week. Cahoon is kind of an interesting fight. But I would recommend 2, 3, 1. Might be a typo on my part. But I think a build like this would definitely work here. The ads are generally in range where you can hit at least 3 to 4 of them with Stormkeeper. Ascendance could also be good, but there are a lot of little ads that are little tentacles and stuff that do die pretty quick and are usually in range of Stormkeeper. So it's kind of personal preference if you want to do more damage to the main ad, or if you want to do more damage overall. That's where this comes in. And definitely run Spirit Wolf on this, because the movement speed and damage reduction when running orbs is invaluable. And then Liquid Magma Totem is just kind of a nice thing that you can put down on the tentacles as well. You can probably hit most of them with that. And then everything else is basically just kind of cookie cutter at this point. Nothing else really changes much. But yeah, that is my Uldir talent recommendations. Of course, these can change in the future depending on how tuning goes. But this is what I have for my coming video right now. So I just wanted to give this to you guys a little early. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and good luck in Uldir. See you guys soon.